welcome to PB&Jelly Paintball. Now, before we get started with Gearbag 2020, I just wanted to explain a couple things. So, as you might know, or maybe you don't know, I'm Aiden, and I'm the creative content director here at PB&Jelly Paintball, where we film the most informative and witty satire videos about paintball, as you probably would know. Now, as we all know, gear is the most essential part of a paintballer's lifestyle. Without your gear, oh man, you couldn't do anything. Now the best gear should be like a body part, you know? Like an extension of your being. And as a paintballer, I would understand this, and I'm sure you could all deeply connect with this as well. Now, believe me, there's nothing more infuriating and sad than losing a game of paintball because your gear failed you. I've been here many times, stuck out in the field with no more hoppers to put paint in, and it's sad, but I hope to show you the kind of gear that I like to use to really spice up my paintball game, because variety is the spice of life. So you gotta have some variety in your paintball gear. Now, this is my paintball gear bag thing. And as you can see, you know, it's very organized in here. We like to keep it that way. These are my paint hopper carriers, and they're connected to a belt, which is the NXE paintball belt. It's very good. I bought this on Ann's list for Ann's stop. It's, you know, it's the best kind of paintballing you need when you're out in the middle of the field. You whip it up. So many paintballs can fit in here, like 100 probably. And then you just, you know, I mean, you know it. I don't have to explain this to you guys. It can hold 4, just enough so you can flex on all the other broke boys that can only hold 2 with their rentals. You know, am I right? I'm sure we all could appreciate a good professional paintballer as much as I can. Now this is important, and you know, it shouldn't cost you more than about $100, okay? This is the most essential part though, because if you lose these, then you're stuck with nothing, and you'll get shot pretty quick, just like me sometimes. Okay. Now the next essential part of my Gearbag 2020, my bad, I'm so sorry, is gonna be these pads. Now you put them on your body however you want, but generally, allow me, it's generally gonna be like this, you know, because here's the deal. When you're in the game, you don't want any paint splattering on your arms. It's the most important that you can have your arms fully capable and ready to fire your paintball gun. Now this one would go here, but I'm too lazy to put them both on, but you get the idea. Now I bought these on Am's shop as well. And you know, they cost me about $50. These are the HK Army diggers with the, you know, they're really professional when it comes to paintballing. Yes. Now, I think as important as some equipment can be, one of the best things to have is a good, you know, paintball pair of pants, because you're going to be running around on the field. And this is my pick, because here's the thing. If I just wear jeans or sweatpants, then I'm going to get tears, I'm going to get painted. It's just not the best, okay? I want to be showing everyone that I know how to paintball. And these convey that very well. Just the right amount of padding to make you look 300 pounds fatter, but not enough to make you look skilled at the game. Okay? These are the perfect, you know, the zippers right here. You can put your phone, you can put some gum in there, you can put like a walkie-talkie, like a piece of newspaper, I don't know. There's pads right here, so if you slip, you're still okay, don't worry. Your pants will be safe underneath. Alright? And that's the most important part. These are the Exalt pants. You know, I got these on Am's list. They don't cost too much. One of my favorite parts about paintballing is the epic masks that you get to try on. Now, when I was a rental player back in the day, before I had started with my epic career in paintballing, I had to use these horrendously awful paintball rental masks. They were so bad. It was so sad that they would make us wear these, and I couldn't get on top of my game. It was a serious handicap. But no longer. As soon as my YouTube channel became so successful, well, not mine actually. My boss runs this one, PB&Jelly Paintball. And this is actually his gear. But my gear, I have a good mask as well. But if you don't have a good mask, you can't see. Alright, and it's important to clean off these lenses, you know, get a nice clean, just like taking a bath. This is going to be, as always, this is my favorite. This is the NPIRE mask, and you can get this on Ann's list. And it's a professional piece of equipment. Now, if you don't have shoes, you could be slipping. And I don't want you to slip, because paintball is a high-risk sport. You know, death is always expected, but, you know, it doesn't always happen. I've survived many a paintball game without HK Army diggers, but here's the deal. You know, I'm at the point in my life where I can afford a nice pair of HK Army diggers. These are optional. You really don't need these, but if you do want to get a good pair of shoes, then I would dish out the extra $1 for the HK Army diggers because of the nice plastic bottom that will always protect your feet. You know, your feet, and they're very sensitive against the harsh outside paint. You know, you don't want your feet getting all painty. Come on, no one wants that. And they come in a pair of 2. How convenient. One for the right foot, one for the left foot. If you have 2 left or 2 right feet, you know, you could call them about that, I'm sure. I'm sure they would understand. They're the HK Army Diggers X1 high top paintball cleat. They're cleats, just like if you were a soccer player. You know, you could wear these too to the soccer games. And they'll just make sure that you never slip, basically. All right, so it's really good, high quality stuff. Okay. So we talked about all this stuff. You know, it's always important to have good gear to get you ready. Because if you're motivated enough to wear a good jersey, wear a good piece of pants, wear a good piece of mask, and your cleats and these things, you know. And here's the thing, I didn't bring out my jersey today because it's not required always. You know, here's the deal. If you want to show off a jersey and just broadcast your team membership, or just broadcast the fact that you are, you know, you're doing well in the paintball world, that is always a good idea, but never required. So you do whatever you need to do, okay? Now, without further ado, I'll be getting out my paintball gun. And this piece of equipment is called the Eclipse. It is, wow. Oh man, it's a camouflage bag. It's nothing cooler. And you could unzip it, you open it up, and you have a fine piece of technology right here for you. Now, when I go paintballing myself, I like to wear my Eclipse, or use my Eclipse. And I'll bring it, and then I will screw it up together. And it doesn't take too much preparation time, you know. You can really get this put together in a matter of minutes, just like I do every time. So it's definitely an option that you want to have, because without a good paintball gun, you'll never get anywhere in life. That's what I always say. It's camouflage because, you know, you don't want anyone accidentally seeing it. Now guys, real talk with PB&Jelly Paintball. Oh man. You don't want any unplanned paintballs coming out of your gun, okay? That's just a fact, alright? Like, come on. Alright, are you serious? So wear this barrel protection on your piece of equipment. Because let me tell you, nothing is worse than shooting a paintball when you don't want to. Especially if it hits someone. You don't want any unplanned paintballs coming out. That's just the fact, alright? You guys are smart. You know what's going on. So, you know, they're cheap. You can buy one, alright? Just don't let any unplanned paintballs escape from your gun. That's real talk over. Now we're moving on to the best part of my gun, in my opinion, which is always going to be the hopper. And this can fit like so much paint, probably like 100 pounds of paint. I mean, paintballs, you know what I mean, you know what I mean, you know what I mean. So you slip this right on, and then you close it, just like a bike kind of thing, you know? Yeah, well. You get the picture, and you know. And yeah, the other thing is, you're gonna slip this bad boy out. And this is my air compression tank. I always wear one of these on my gun. It's a very important piece of technology that'll allow air to escape from the gun when you need it. You know, I could screw it on, but I really don't. I don't need to. Okay, you know what I mean. You're all professional paintballers here. Okay. So it's a good. You know, without this gun, I don't know where I'd be. You know, it's gotten me through some tough fights, and I value that in a weapon. Now, these are just my picks for the top gear that I would be using in my 2020 paintball experiences. And it depends on the level of experience you have and the amount of times you go out to a field. I find myself frequenting paintball fields, 25 hours a day. I go a lot, alright? So you don't have to do that. And you really don't need all this gear, but I will say this. Get yourself a good pair of gloves. Get yourself a good mask. Don't use a rental mask. That's it. You can use a rental gun, you can use rental pods, but get yourself a good mask and a good pair of gloves to protect you. And just, guys, be safe when you're going out there. Always wear a barrel cover on your gun, because it's important that you don't shoot anyone, and we can all have fun here as fellow paintballers. Now, I mean, that's my Gearbag 2020. Just let me know if you have any suggestions down in the comments below. And, I'll see you in the field. Now, I'm Aiden, and I'm the content director of creative development at PB&Jelly Paintball Facilities. And this is my Gearbag 2020. I hope you can relate to this, and let me know. All right? I'll see you in the field, bros.
Da 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 da